Welcome class. Today I'm going to deal with the topic control accounts. First of all, I want to discuss the nature and the use of control accounts. What is a control account? A control account is called a control. Why? Because it controls a section of the ledger. Okay, by control is meant that the balance on the control account should be equal to the total of the balances in the section of the ledger it is controlling. Okay, we have got what we call the sales ledger, which is for personal accounts of customers. We have the purchases ledger, which is for personal accounts of suppliers. So a sales ledger control account controls the section of the sales ledger, or it controls the sales ledger. Then the purchases ledger control account controls the purchases ledger. I will show you the difference So I'm saying a sales ledger controls the sales ledger, and a purchases ledger controls the purchases ledger. If there is a difference, for example, on the trial balance, the control accounts will show whether or not any of the difference is either in the sales or purchases ledger. Remember, sales or purchases ledger, these are personal account, individual accounts. So likely the risk of making error in those accounts, it might be very high, isn't it? So the difference must lie in the nominal ledger. If the customers' accounts are numerous, remember they are many customer accounts, there may be more than one sales ledger, or we might have separate sales ledgers, may be kept for customers in different geographical regions depending on the company. So a separate control account will be required for each sales ledger. The same applies if there is more than one purchases ledger. Control accounts are kept in general or in the nominal ledger, not in the ledgers they are controlling. The reason, we shall deal with it. Okay, what is the purpose or what are the benefits of maintaining a control account? Number one, the control account acts as an independent checks on the arithmetical accuracy of the aggregate of the balances in the sales and purchases ledger. Okay, that's number one. Number two, another purpose of a control is to provide the totals of trade receivables and totals of trade payables quickly when a trial balance is being prepared. Remember, we said a sales ledger is a personal, purchases ledger, these are personal accounts. But when we just take the value from the control account where we have aggregated the totals of the ledger, it will be quicker than when we are taking from individual ledgers. Number three, it helps to identify the ledger or ledgers in which errors have been made when there is a difference on the trial balance. Number four, it acts as an independent internal check on the work of the sales and purchases ledger clerks to detect errors and deter fraud. However, for this to be achieved, duties should be so divided between staff that the sales and purchases ledger clerks should not have access to the control accounts, and the person who maintains the control account should not have access to the control accounts. So those who maintain the ledgers should not have access to the control, and those who maintain the control should not have access to the ledgers. So the control accounts, remember I said they are kept in the nominal ledger, not in the purchases and sales ledger. So in the next video, I'll be giving you the formats or the layout for a sales ledger control or receivables control account, receivables ledger control account, and the purchases ledger control. So in the next video, I'll be just giving the layouts.